Hello from Petco Park in beautiful downtown San Diego. Saturday afternoon action on the show. The Atlanta Braves and the San Diego Padres. First pitch coming your way next. So, almost ready to get underway. And today's starter, Randy Vasquez. Chris, how about a scouting report?
He may not dominate, but he always keeps the club in the game. If you can score runs, you have a really good chance to win with him on the mound today.
Now in for the Braves, Jurickson Profar. That one a little bit high, and away we go this afternoon. Next offering in there for a strike. And a count 1-1. And delivers outside.
2-1.
Fastball for a strike. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Outside low. And now it's 3-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Righty delivers. That one misses, so a leadoff walk. And the batter now, Austin Riley. Good power, not great in the OBP department. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Riley is one of those players that made his presence known in the majors right away. He hit a 438-foot home run off a Michael Walker fastball in his second at bat, which is probably the best way to make a first impression as a rookie, Boog.
Just missed.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Runner at first with no outs here.
Runner,
Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Swing and a miss. Throw, and they got him.
Well, I think that was a hit and run right there. When you look at how far that pitch was out of the zone and the hitter still trying to put wood on it, put it in play, that tells you that they had something going. But unfortunately, it was a good job of execution by the pitcher and the catcher to get that out of the zone and then throw out the runner at second base. Really nice job behind the dish.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Tatis makes the grab for the second out. Here's Brian Snitker's lineup for the Braves. And with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
Two out, space is empty. That misses. And the count even 1-1.
One strike. That's
1-1, check swing, appeal down to third. And Freddie Ferguson says he went around. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. 2 down, nobody on. High in the air, out to right. Tatis brings it in for the 3rd out. Half inning complete. We've got no score. Back here in San Diego and on the hill today, Chris Sale. How about a report on him, Chris?
Well, Sale's a strikeout pitcher, and the thing about it is he'll throw strikes early, but then start teasing the zones, and that's what the great ones do. You got to make sure you elevate him, get him out over the plate. That's the only way you're going to have a chance.
Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. He's a guy, Chris's highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms of the sport.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
Missing inside, and the count is 3-1.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Luis Ariz stands in. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3, and they turn the double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Here's Manny Machado. In there for strike 1.
No balls, 1 strike.
Two outs. And that's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
2-2 now. And that's in the dirt. Right through there, got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nada for the Padres in the opening frame. We'll go to the second in San Diego. No score on the show. Back here at Petco Park, here's the veteran outfielder, Marcell Ozuna.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization, who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
Vasquez back to work. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That one back there. Gone. He hammers one out to center. His first homer of the year, and just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. That's in there.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Albies in his 8th season, hitting 5th in today's lineup. And he's a native of Curacao. Ground ball to the right side. Throws to first in time. 1 out in the second.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And now the center fielder, Michael Harris II. Yeah, that's fouled off. Pop foul out of play off to the right. One out, base is empty, and a run in here at the top of the second. Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That one lifted to left. And that'll fall for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. And next for Atlanta, Drake Baldwin. And that's in there for strike one. And strike two.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. They got it for out number 2.
The shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
Here's Orlando Arcia. Fastball for a strike. Vasquez checks the runner. Harris back on a dive. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Bogarts makes the play, and that'll do it. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's an early 1-0 lead. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. Bottom of the second. Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. That one is upstairs. That's in for a strike on the outside corner. And it's 1-1. Joe McDonald doing the home plate duties here.
Well, Joe's an interesting one. I'm always trying to figure out what exactly his zone is. Feels like he kind of moves around from game to game, sometimes inning to inning.
In the air, left field. Ozuna makes the grab, 1 down.
Batting 6, the second baseman.
Now here's Jake Cronenworth. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Sale ready. Foul ball there. Lifted in the air, out to left. Ozuna should have it. Brings it in. That's out number 2.
Batting 6, the shortstop.
And here is Xander Bogaerts. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Still behind by a count of 1-0. On to the third inning. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Jared Kellner. There's the strike.
0-1. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a grounder foul first base side. Gets under it and pops it up. Bogarts has a beat on it. Corrals it. And there's one away. Here's Profar now. He reached out a walk his first time. Swings and sends a rocket to right. He's got it. There's 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Riley, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
That one outside, and now 2-0.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Late with the swing there.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just to swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Late on that fastball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Cut on and miss. Curveball struck him out. Braves go down quickly here. They lead it 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the third. And here's the first baseman, Gavin Sheets. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Here's Jason Hayward. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And Sale deals in for a strike, and it's 0-2.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Off the mark there, and it's 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
1 out, base is empty.
Let's go, Jason.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. This to center field. Harris racing after it. Got it. Nice grab. And there's 2 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
High fly ball out towards left center. Ozuna sizing this one up. Drops into the glove, and that will end the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 3 innings complete. It's the Braves 1 and the Padres nothing. Back here in San Diego, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Matt Olson. First pitch, and he just misses. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where guys hit the ball, but within the new shift rules? The 1-1. Fought off foul. That one not close. 2-2.
And an area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then the research person that's providing the information. So what we're seeing in baseball, so many more people behind the scenes that are contributing to the success between the lines.
Outside corner, got him looking.
Well, it's just a great job of playing catch with the catcher. Exactly where the catcher set up is where he threw that pitch, and probably fooled the umpire a little bit because there was no budge at all.
Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. He's already homered in this game. First pitch misses. Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball, right?
That, or just going off of gut or feel. What does it look like his swing is today? What's the pitcher throwing? They are sticking to the metrics and what seems to be most consistent for that hitter, regardless of who the pitcher is on the mound.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Just missed.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to stay on. You don't want to get beat inside, and as you see that pitch continue to run away from you, by the time it's in the catcher's mitt, you think it's a ball off the plate away.
Two down, bases empty. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Just missed. And it skips into dirt. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Cronenworth makes the catch, inning over. Offense held in check there. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Braves 1 and the Padres nothing. Back here at Petco Park, bottom of the 4th, and the batter now, Fernando Tatis Jr. He was late there, strike 1.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
That That misses.
1-1.
And that is ball one.
You know, these Padres, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
That one just misses.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Next is the designated hitter, Luis Arias. He's 0 for 1. And that's off the outside edge, and it's 1-0. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Oh, he hit him.
That got him.
And that got him pretty flush.
Well, he's just glad that he got hit with an off-speed pitch there instead of a fastball. Man, that would have hurt a lot more if it had velocity.
Machado swings through it for strike 1.
No ball,
Generally,
1
second,
strike.
third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Sliced hard but foul. The Padres yet to pick up a hit here. Next offering is down low.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Now batting.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jackson Merrill.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
And that's too high.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
And that one's a little bit low. Now 2-0.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3, but he beats it. Good hustle, and the inning continues. Jake Cronenworth getting ready to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that's a little bit high. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
And he takes one right on the black. And the count 2-1.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2-2.
Tatis on third. Merrill at first. 2 out of the inning. swings and lines one towards the gap. And this one could be extra bases. One runs in. Around third. The relay to the plate. Not in time. He's safe at the plate. And a 2-1 ball game now.
Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
And a dangerous hitter coming up to hit in Xander Bogaerts. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. On the ground to the left.
Foul ball.
And foul ball. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
That one way inside.
Not really attacking on the mound in this at bat. All breaking balls. So that makes me think they're not really wanting to challenge him here.
And a big swing and a miss.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit. Slightly up, slightly in.
Slider misses outside. Gavin Sheets in the San Diego on deck circle. Laboring here. About to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Sheets takes a ball as he stands in for the second time.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And we're back. And now the center fielder, Michael Harris II.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. Throw is high and over his head. He'll make it up to third, and I'm sure that'll be an error of the outfielder.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Runner at third, nobody out. Drake Baldwin will hit next. Here's a rocket to right field. Reaching for it and brings it in. Runner tagging from third. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 2-2.
Good piece of hitting right there. He's thinking off the bat, that's getting down for extra bases, but nice job of the outfielder running it down, making the catch. Still comes away with the sac fly, though. RBI.
Late swing fouled off. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
0-2.
Next offering misses down and away.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
And that's in the dirt.
Full count.
One out, bases empty, and a run in, and we're at the top of the fifth. That one hit to right. Nice grab on the run. And there's two down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. He's got it. And that is out number 3. So it's 1 run on 1 base hit, no errors, no one left. Last half of the fifth coming up. We are tied 2-2. Bottom of the inning, and here is Jason Hayward. Sale back to work. And a slider in there for a strike.
You know, these Padres just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. With just 1 hit in the game, they're clearly frustrated and searching for answers at this point.
And that drops in for a strike.
Thing about frustration, though, it gets you nowhere as a hitter. It's easy to get there, but the best thing you can do is simplify the approach and take things 1 pitch at a time.
One and two now, Sale. And there's a ball.
No.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Maldonado batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. And that's just foul. And that one almost hit him. That one blasted deep to right. That's back there. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. The throw to second is offline.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
So man aboard, 1 down, and it's Tatis at the plate. And that one fouled off. And that's way high. And 1-1.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Next offering misses, and a count 2-1. 1 out and a runner at second. Next offering is in for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fair ball coming home. He scores scores, and they have the lead. And he'll pull into second safely.
Oh, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. That does it for Chris Sale as the lefty makes way. And they trail as he exits, but he kept them close. A new arm will be on the mound after the break. Ronaldo Lopez comes on now.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
One out, runner at second. Next to hit, Luis Arias. Outside low, and that's ball one. Man at second. This one smashed down the right field line. And it one-hops the wall. And it gets by him. Run comes in from second. It's 4-2.
Well, that right there is a pretty clear example of why making a clean, on-target throw back into the infield is so critical. But so many times it's easily overlooked. You can't be careless about it as an outfielder. Doesn't matter if you're throwing to a base or a cutoff. You have to give them something that they can handle. That cost them a run as a result.
Here comes Manny Machado. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
You know, Boog, Petco Park seems to be transforming into Machado's castle. I mean, nobody's hit more home runs in this ballpark. And Machado passed Adrian Gonzalez for the top spot on the list in 2023.
And Manny gets a piece. Lopez fires.
1-2.
Action in the pen down there. Hector Neris getting ready to go. De Los Santos getting cranked up as well. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. He'll score, and it's an RBI single. It's 5-2.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
And now it's going to be Jackson Merrill. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a pop-up. Riley. And he makes the catch. 2 down.
The batter, number 9, second baseman.
So up next, Jake Cronenworth. Cronenworth in his 6th season, 31 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2015. Swing and a miss and a slider.
1 strike.
Machado off of first with 2 away. High fly ball out into left center field. Ozuna should have it. And the inning is over. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. We're through 5. It's the Padres 5 and the Braves 2. All set for the top of the 6th. Profar climbs in on that left side. And that one is downstairs. Ball 1. Bullpen action for the Padres. Adrian Morejon, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Jacob, the right-hander, also getting loose. And that one wrapped foul. Text
That's a
offering
ball.
upstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Could be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. He makes it safely with a leadoff double in the 6th.
Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
And the Padres manager making his way towards the mound as he will make the move. Randy Vasquez done for the day, and he leaves with the lead after giving them some decent innings. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a moment. Righty reliever out of the pen, Nick Pivetta.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's Austin Riley. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0. Ball 2. 2-0's the count.
No outs. Runner on second. Swing and a miss.
2-1.
Fastball for a strike.
Full count.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're the top half of the 6th. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Merrill makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And he's in safely at third with 1 out. Here's Matt Olson.
I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone here. Pitcher's looking for a strikeout or a ground ball, hoping to keep that runner at third.
First offering, and it just misses. Fouled off. He was late. Here's the pitch to Olson. Swings and misses. And a count 1-2.
1 ball.
Runner on at third, 1 gone. And that's way high. 2-2. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. He's already homered here in this one. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Now one missed. Runner at third, 2 away. And he chases that one. And that is that. So a leadoff double, but they can't cash it in. 6, 7, 8, 2 in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Padres 5 and the Braves 2. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now here's Xander Bogaerts now. And a fastball misses outside for a ball. And that's ball 1. The shortstop takes the ball.
He hasn't wanted a challenge in both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Here's a 2-0. And that's downstairs and outside. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. That's in there, and it's 3-1. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
So a man at first. Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat. That one fouled off. Late swing, foul to the left. Bogaerts gets his lead at first with nobody out. And 1-2. Just misses with that one.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Nobody out. Runner at first. And that's down and away.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
First and second, no outs. Stepping in for San Diego, Jason Hayward. Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. And an automatic double as it hops the fence. A run comes in the play.
Well, everyone is thinking, Ed, would the runner have scored from first if the ball stayed in the park? We'll never know, but they do get a run across with a chance to do more damage in the inning.
Martin Maldonado up to hit. Outside low, ball 1. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
And now 2-1. Two in scoring position, nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Fernando Tatis Jr. on deck for the Padres. And they're all loaded up.
Oh, that sets up a really big at-bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1.
The opportunity for a huge inning exists right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. But as a hitter, can't be over anxious. That pitcher's up against the wall. Make him come to you.
Tatis waits. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
And Tatis able to stay alive.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Not close with that one, and it's 2-2. Bases juiced, no outs. And a curve misses outside. Three-two. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. That one 95 to finish him off.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
And next is the designated hitter, Luis Arias. Ball one there. Bases loaded, one away. That one catches the zone, and the count 1-1.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Ball 2.
Swing and a ball softly hit out into left center. That's a base hit. Run scores. And they hold the runner at third. Bases remain loaded here. Still only one gone.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Ronaldo Lopez gives way, and he leaves with the bases loaded, so he'll look for some help from his teammate coming in behind him. Here comes the new arm for the Braves, Dylan Lee.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
So they're all loaded up. Here's the third baseman, Manny Machado. Ripped to first, caught.
Wow, that was an awesome leaping catch. Great reactions, great athleticism, and he snatched that thing out of the air, and he robbed him of a base hit.
Next up is the cleanup spot for the Padres. Jackson Merrill, 0 for 3 in this one. And that is in for a strike. 0-1. Fastball for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Outside, and the count is 1-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hayward, the runner at third. Maldonado at second. Arise on at first with 2 down. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand 3. We're through 6 full. It's the Padres 7 and the Braves 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 7th. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Good job to fight that one off. Swings and misses, struck him out. Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called 3rd strike.
2 outs, base is empty. And here's the catcher, Drake Baldwin. That misses, and it's 1-0. Two down, nobody on. Next pitch in for a strike, and a count 1-1. And that one is in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. On the ground at first, Sheets. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Braves. And the Braves go down quietly. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Back here in San Diego, bottom of the 7th. Here's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. Inside, just missed.
Ball.
That
3
one
balls,
misses,
no strike.
and it's 3-0. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
So man aboard. Here's Xander Bogaerts. That one finds the zone, and that is strike one. And ball one. Outside with a breaking ball. Next offering is fouled back.
Come on, Padres, you can do it, Flyers.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Fights it off. He'll see another. Just missed.
Full count.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. So K marks the at-bat for X.
Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late. Gave up on it a little bit early.
Sheets stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. And the pitch is outside, ball one.
1-1.
Headed towards the corner, Kelman on the move, and there's two away.
The left fielder, number 22, Jason Hayward.
So digging in now for San Diego, Jason Hayward. Swings through that one out in front that
No
time.
ball. 1 strike. That's a ball.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Swings through that one.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
And a swing and a miss, and that's that. Padres leave one, but they're still on top 7-2.
Now pitching for the
Welcome back,
Padres,
and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Jason Adam.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Now in for the Braves, Orlando Arcia. There's a strike.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
Now That one pushed foul. Next pitch misses, and the count 1-2.
Ball, 2 strikes.
Got him looking. That was pretty nasty. Here's Jared Kelenic. Adam, a 6'3" righty, 230 pounds, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2010. First pitch misses. Activity in the bullpen for San Diego. Jeremiah Estrada, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Hart, a left-hander, also throwing. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th.
That's a strike.
Next offering upstairs. Right through there for a strike. To third, and that chance handled. Zips it to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
2 down, base is empty. Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Jurickson Profar. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Just off the inside edge.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
The 1-1. He swings and fouls one off. Two outs. Struck him out looking. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Hector Neris.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Stepping in for San Diego, Martin Maldonado. First pitch, and he just misses.
1 ball, no strikes.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Got him swinging. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. And that one one a little below the knees. And that's ball one. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Pierce Johnson preparing to come on if needed. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Ripped to short. And they tag him out.
The designated hitter, number 4, Luis.
Here comes Luis Arise to the plate. If you're looking for contact, this is your guy.
Yeah, and if you're looking for batting titles, he's also your guy. Arise is the first player in MLB history to win 3 straight with 3 different teams. The Twins, Marlins, and the Padres.
1-0.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
1-1.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Gets him to chase after that one.
1-2.
Ground ball right side. Throw on to Olsen. Padres go down 1-2-3. And we're back. All set to start the 9th in this one. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Austin Riley. Adam back to work. And first offering is fouled off. And there's a foul ball. Stays alive. Goes down looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Olsen in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
No strike.
Foul ball. There's a swing and a miss.
1 ball.
The
2 strikes.
Padres leading by 5 here at the top of the 9th. Chases the changeup in the dirt. Maldonado collects, fires to first, yet he beats the throw. He's safe.
Well, you don't see it very often, but every once in a while, a guy strikes out and still somehow ends up safe on first. And when it happens, you kind of scratch your head, but I guess sometimes a pitch is so nasty it makes everyone miss. Now they're going to have to get more than 3 outs in this inning.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Marcell Ozuna now at the plate. Pulls that one foul. Now 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Man at first, one away. That misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Full count.
In the dirt. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now batting, the second baseman,
Ozzie Albies. Next up for the Braves. Top of the zone for a called strike.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
That one missed. Olsen on second. Ozuna at first. One gone. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. He beats it safe. It's 7-3. And the Padres manager making his way towards the mound as he will make the move. Jason Adam won't go any further, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Robert Suarez on to try and close it out.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
And next for Atlanta, Michael Harris II.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 away down. The Braves down to their last out. Drake Baldwin. Next up for the Braves. And there's a strike. They're down to their final strike. One strike away. And that just misses.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
That one misses, and the count's even at 2.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
And that one goes straight to the backstop.
No trouble moving up to second on that play with the ball getting that far away from the catcher. Nice job to take advantage of the wild pitch.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that'll do it.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. You never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs. But it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
7-3 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.